Fairfield Federal, in cooperation with IVP Media, presents Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival. Also brought to you by the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield DD, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Buckeye Automotive Family, Walker Shoe Center, and Buckeye Lake Marina.
Hello friends, and welcome to Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival. This is maybe other than the fair week, and it's probably a good toss up there, what the most exciting week in the year in terms of Lancaster is. You got the fair, and then you've got the week of the Lancaster Festival, and we are here at the Lancaster Festival. It's an incredible week. We got so many great things. We'll be chatting about most of them, and we'll be showing you many clips about the things that are going on, so we're pretty excited about this. Again, welcome Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival. We're going to open it up today. One of our favorite people, and if there's an iconic name in Lancaster that goes back, well, at least as far as my junior high days in the general term, it's Jimmy's Jawbreaker. But now there's a little more updated version of that with Miss Jamie with us.
That is true.
Jimmy Jawbreaker's still alive and kicking, and just
37 years.
That's unreal.
Let me tell you, in 1989, when my dad said I couldn't bring it back, I shouldn't bring it back, nobody will remember it.
And you never listened to your dad, so why would that be the first time?
And why would you tell a woman she can't do something? And then your daughter, of all people. No, it's been awesome. Again, in 89, we were at the fair. We did it as a fundraiser for the Glory Land Church of the Nazarene. We gave 100% of our profits to the Nazarene missions to go to Mexico. The next year, I wasn't in the fair for reasons that a lot of people know. We just don't always have to make it a big public deal. But I did get back in. John Moore from the amusement company got me back in, and I sit down by the cattle barn. And I don't know that the fair board knows I'm there because I sit so far away.
Well, everyone else does.
Yes, we have people go into the fair board office and say, "What is that down there? We can't see the building, but we see a bunch of people." So we've been there now in that spot for the last 35 years, and it's great. The lines get as long. We have tightened up our grill and our fryer. We have some really good help that help us every year with the fair. So the lines aren't as long. They're long, but they go quick.
Well, and the key is they're made to order.
Exactly.
You don't have them sitting on a shelf back there saying, "I need two." Okay, grab two.
Right. We don't even have a microwave.
Yeah.
People will come up and say,
That's
"Can we warm
important.
our baby bottles?"
Yeah.
We don't have a way to warm your baby bottle. We don't have a microwave. We make everything fresh. Bay Food Market delivers from their butcher and slaughterhouse to us every single day, even down here at the festival. Our buns come in right now. We're having an issue with 5-inch buns, but we're working on it. I make the sauce daily. I make my mom's potato salad daily. So everything is fresh. There's nothing frozen. There's nothing pre-made. It doesn't come in buckets from, another deli or anything. Everything is freshly made.
Let's get it out there now. This week during the Lancaster Festival, and y'all, I think there's 4 or 5 wagons here along the strip, but you're all open the same hours. What are the hours here during the festival?
Well, when we sign up every year with Downtown to fill a spot, we are required 6 or 7 days, and they have a list for us when we sign up of the days that they have mandatory that we're open. The other times we can work whatever hours we want. When I was invited back 10 years ago, Dave Scheffler was in charge, and he said, "Would you like to come back?" And I had the pizza place. I said, "Sure." Here's the deal, though. I'm not coming for, a few days. If I'm going to be there for 2 weeks, I'm going to open it up 11 to 7. And many of the trailers did follow through with that. We don't have any food trucks down here. We have concession trailers. So we're a whole different setup than a food truck. We're hours to set up, hours to tear down. So it makes a difference for us to be open, and we should be. For me personally, I need to be open. It's a great time for people not to have to wait in the long lines like they do at the fair. And Everybody loves it. They love the tables and chairs, the dining area outside. So it's awesome.
I've been in there with you and looked around, but you have 1, 2 grills. How many burgers can you cook at one time when you're going full blast?
We have one large grill. We have 2 fryers. Again, because we cook to order, we can't have a super large grill because a one-man show
Sure.
couldn't run a larger
Sure.
grill than
So
what we
it's
have.
big enough, as big as one man could handle.
Right,
Okay.
right. And then we have a sandwich prep, and then we have a fry maker, the topping, and then we have a blancher that blanches all of our fries first, and then we cool them and cook them second time to actually serve them. And then I have a KP person that slices tomatoes, stacks cheese, keeps any dishes done, keeps our sweet tea brewed, our lemon mix made, all of those things. Our cannolis filled. And then we usually have 2 or 3 at the window. So we're crammed in there.
You get to know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we're crammed in there.
Okay.
But the good thing is nobody has to move very far
Yeah.
because you each have your own little
Station.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So during this week, you open at what, like 11?
We're open 11 to 7, Monday through Friday. We're here 11 to 9 on bandstand night, and then Saturdays 11 to 2. We usually are not open on Sundays. We get that one day to get a break. Everyone can do their thing, go to church, see their family. So we're here till the 25th.
So if we go back to when you were just a kid, that's a couple days ago,
Yeah, right.
and you're talking to your dad, so has he already shut down
Oh, yeah.
the restaurant? It's long gone.
Yeah. I was 32. The restaurant had been closed since 62-ish. And I was a kid when he had that. I was only like 4 or 5 years
Sure,
old.
sure.
So I didn't have a jawbreaker until I was 32. And I was like, what is the big deal about this sandwich? And then I realized when I made them, and again, at that time, I didn't even have the recipe for the sauce. My mother kept the recipe, and she made it, which was a recipe from my grandmother. I wasn't given the sauce until I was about 40. She had surgery, and I made it, and I scorched it, and it was as black as your shirt. So she took the recipe back, and I didn't get it back for a long time.
I think of the two most, it makes me think there's 2 recipes that you never could know about. You could know the secret sauce on yours and Cecil's relish at the
Oh,
White
yeah.
Cottage. That was
Yeah.
always a huge secret.
Yeah.
Nobody could do that.
No.
So you made the call, fussed with your father a little bit, made the call, and I guess the rest is history. I mean,
Yeah.
what a tremendous,
Yeah.
tremendous following you've developed, and I'll credit you with all that. There's not many people in Lancaster who promote Lancaster and push things the way you do, so congratulations
Well,
on all
I
that.
love to see everybody be successful, and
Yeah.
those people that are out there hardworking and dependable and have great work ethic, I'm 100%. I love to see kids with their little lemonade stands. I will stop my car, back it up, screech those tires to stop at a lemonade stand that a little kid has, because that's where you start.
Well, I'm going to let you get back to your business. This is your time. Appreciate your taking
Thank
a few
you.
minutes to be with us. I hope the weather's great, because that's the thing, and the lines are long and everybody's happy. So good luck. Have a wonderful festival week.
Thank you. Well, right now we're just telling everybody to stay in, drink a lemonade, and that's free advice. Have a jawbreaker if you
Jamie
need to.
Mass with the Jawbreaker truck there. It's one of the tremendous places. Thanks here for
Thanks,
being here.
Paul.
Yep, we're going to head back to a little break here. We're going to check out the highlights from the Art Walk in downtown Lancaster.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of man, but I can never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you. Whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
At Fairfield Federal, we believe true prosperity is shared. For 130 years, Fairfield Federal has invested in the community that built us. From supporting businesses that employ our neighbors, empowering the initiatives that strengthen our community, and serving generations of families, Fairfield Federal is proud to share this milestone of progress with our hometown. Fairfield Federal is your place for checking, savings, and home loans. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402612.
The Frank E. Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival. Big week in Lancaster. It's always so exciting, and our guests this week I think will show that kind of excitement, the things we've got going on. And one of them will always enjoy talking to the mayor at this time, because it is a truly big week for the city of Lancaster, a chance to showcase everything we can highlight downtown. Mayor Don McDaniel with us. Don, thank you for joining us.
Paul, thank you for having me.
There are lots of exciting weeks in your life as the mayor of Lancaster. We know that some more exciting than others. I get that. But Festival Week, man, it's all good this week.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to Festival Week every year. I think it really does highlight Lancaster and what we have going down here, and it brings thousands of people to the city.
And we could talk, to lots of your agencies around, certainly the police. It's increased everything, all hands on deck, I'm sure, with the Lancaster Police Department, and no one knows that probably better than you as a former chief. But so many city agencies have to up their game just a little bit during this week.
Yeah, we have a significant involvement, believe it or not, all the way to the sanitation department, but our street crews, police and fire, obviously, but literally everybody.
Probably, and I'm sure the planning on this, knowing that it's this week, planning on this goes on a lot ahead, but I was thinking when you just said the street department, well, they probably have to figure who are we going to have closed off, what do we have shut down, where are we going to be paving, what are we going to be doing this week?
Yeah, detour routes, our 6th Avenue, East 6th Avenue bridge is out, so that changes routes for people and where you get to various functions. And so detours are posted and streets are closed and, routes are changed and a lot going on.
Do you actually, as the mayor, have a lot of additional duties? Do you have to be places to introduce things and do things during Festival Week? Is there any additional things to being the mayor?
Yes, as a citizen and as mayor, I attend a lot of festival events. But yes, the mayor's expected to be places where people are at.
And you are.
And I am, yes. I like to do that.
We don't necessarily want to think back too much on last year, but that's a big part of how things changed for us this year. A little, a Reader's Digest version perhaps of the festival this year. But and I'm sure we've talked about it when I have you on just regularly on Fairfield Today. But when you think about what went on last year, and even to recover this far in less than a year or just about a year, I mean, the festival and the city come a long way.
Significant challenges as a result of last year.
Sure.
A lot of planning, a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, and we weren't sure that we would be able to recover everything and get back on track the way it appears we have. And to be honest with you, that's a lot of hands making that happen, a lot of people making that happen. And I'm really impressed with where the Lancaster Festival is in 2026, because 12 months ago, we may not have thought they'd be
well,
here.
And I'm sure there were some people think, well, that's it for the festival. You've done it, you've had a good run, but everything has a cycle. So here we are, and maybe stronger than ever.
Yeah, and thanks to this community for stepping up.
Sure.
It was really an impressive response to a difficult situation, and we learned a lot of lessons. And the festival itself learned a lot of lessons and a lot of opportunities for improvement. And then volunteers and donors and leaders all stepped up, and it really impressed where we're at today.
And you're the mayor, and that says a lot about just the town of Lancaster putting on the art walk and the bandstands each and every Friday night throughout the summer. But when you look at the city, what a great opportunity Lancaster has to showcase what they're all about, to showcase what we can give a community, because certainly the downtown is involved, but almost every part of the city government, nonprofits, the festival, people themselves, everybody has a part to play to make Lancaster shine this week.
Yeah, I think the Lancaster Festival has something for everyone. When you hear that, it's not just a random comment.
Sure.
It truly is. I mean, from our young people to anyone, whatever genre of music you're interested in, whether you like art or you want to visit the festival fair day or Rising Park, or just the events are just for anyone. They truly are. So, and we see that response throughout Central Ohio. People are coming here to enjoy Lancaster, enjoy the festival, enjoy the activities, and it's an impressive 11-day run in the city of Lancaster.
And when I talk to Deb Connell, I always ask her this. Well, sometimes she shares it, but sometimes I ask a question. She always mentions that when she's out and about in other places other than Lancaster, other people that have or want to have something like this, the question always is, how do you do that? In a town, this was modeled, I think, after I think it was called a Spalito Festival down in South Carolina, maybe Charles, I'm not sure, but it was down south, and that kind of was the genesis for this. But this is Lancaster. This isn't we're not on the sea. We don't have a big beach here to do things. We're pretty inland, and yet every year it's a fabulous week or two.
Absolutely, and if you think about, as a young person growing up in Lancaster, Ohio, thinking I was going to attend a concert locally and see Lady A play on the final night of the festival
in Lancaster,
Ohio, it's pretty impressive. And if you're not going to see Lady A a week from Saturday, you should be.
It's going to be a good show.
It will be.
Yeah, we're glad to get them back on this. You think about Lancaster and this week and the things you do. As the mayor, there are other jobs. Your job still goes on. You get to go to a lot of things, but these are additional things above and beyond your job as mayor. So what's going on with the city otherwise right now?
Well, there's a lot going on. I mentioned the East 6th Avenue Bridge. Hopefully in the next 8 to 10 weeks.
I've heard rumors that that's shut down. Maybe I've seen that. Is it?
It is entirely
shut down. And it was just shut down a couple years ago. I just heard rumors about that.
That's true. Let me explain. Essentially, when they paved it, they discovered structural deficiencies that had to be replaced. And it's something we just couldn't avoid, and it is inconvenient, but it's a project that had to be done.
And it looked like they're making great progress. They've had pretty good weather to get through this.
Yes, construction season's been rewarding. We got our street paving program is completed. The finishing up some touches there. A lot of infrastructure improvements. Arbor Valley Drive is being rebuilt from scratch.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you'll see a different route really, and new sidewalks, new bike path, new roadway going back to the new high school. A lot of work going on.
Well, we appreciate your stopping by. Again, you have your regular mayor stuff, and that's enough. We appreciate that. But now add all this onto it. I know it's a busy week for you and all your folks over there across the street. And by the way, that place is starting to look great. You're starting to see.
We're looking for a late fall finish on City Hall.
Very excited about that. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Mayor Don McDaniel, thank you. This is Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival. We'll be right back.
Life moves fast, and Buckeye is here to keep you moving. New dream job? Celebrate with a ride that feels just as exciting. Passing the keys to your new teen driver? Treat yourself to an upgrade you'll love. Family getting bigger? Buckeye's got the perfect, spacious, safety-packed vehicle for every new arrival. Wherever life takes you, Buckeye Nissan, Georgesville Nissan, Buckeye Honda, and Buckeye Toyota are ready to drive you forward. Your life, your car, your choice. Choose Buckeye.
It is so important for families to feel comfortable and safe when they call, because oftentimes that first phone call, even picking up the phone physically and just dialing that number, is very hard. You're asking for something that is a very difficult and private decision, and so we want everyone to feel comfortable and safe that you pick up that phone, you make that phone call, and let us just guide you and lead you where you want. And then you can make an informed decision about what's best for you and your family.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival. Big week in Lancaster, the Lancaster Festival going on. So many activities, and the books are out. You see it all over all the social media places. Deb Connell, they do a great job, the maestro of promoting this, and they have been doing a great job of it up to this point. So here we are. This is the week it's going on. Our next one is next guest is It's always exciting when she's on because actually it's more toward the end of the Lancaster Festival. We're talking about that Saturday. Judy Rare is with us. Judy, welcome.
Thank you.
Your things are, and sometimes you're involved in the OUL productions, which have already occurred by the time we're chatting here. Not this year because they're doing some other things. They've got their own soundtracks going on that. So your events are still coming up this Saturday, right?
Yes.
What do you have?
We've got the Lancaster Summer Youth Band, which the community band sponsors, and then the community band is going to play right after them. So the youth band is at 10, and the community band is at 11.
We'll talk some about the community band, but let's talk about the youth band. I guess I don't know much about them. That is kind of an offspring of the community band. You kind of mentor them.
Yes, all of our, not all of our band members, but a few of them volunteer to help out. So I have 14 assistants from the community band that help with our 57
Nice.
students. And so we usually have a rehearsal with everybody, and they're from grades 5 through 7. And then when we practice for about a half an hour, and then we break up into sectionals, and then that's when our helpers take the groups. So it's almost like a group private lesson. So the kids have an opportunity to keep playing over the summer.
Yeah.
And then we come back together and see how they work. And so they're working on 10 songs. And we had, in the past, we've only ever done 7 or 8. So I wanted to push it, but I thought we could always take one out if we need to. But no, they're
You're going to hit them all.
Yeah, we're
now,
playing them
so
all.
how does a young person get in this band? Is it just if you want to show up, or are you recommended by your band director? How are people selected?
Well, what I usually do is around April, I will send the band directors a registration form, just reminding them that, the youth band is available to anyone. And then the band directors will, however they're going to give out the registration form, it's up to them.
Yeah.
And then we have kids that mail that in. I also have where they could register online if they want to. And then, we go from there. And then they show up the first, I think it was actually June 1st, that first Monday evening, they show up, and then we go from there.
When you're thinking about these young people, is this from all over Fairfield County? Is that your where you draw from?
We usually draw from Fairfield County. We have drawn from Logan. No, we don't have anybody from Logan this year. But this year we've got somebody from Sheridan. We've got somebody from New Lexington. I think we got 2 from New Lexington. And then we also have, I think, 5 from Bryce Christian Academy, which is in the Canal Winchester area, Canal Winchester,
maybe
Reynoldsburg
technically
area.
Fairfield, but up there a ways.
Yeah, so that's the first time we've ever had anybody from there. So that's nice to be able to bring in, a diverse group of people to get to know each other.
Judy Rare is with us. She is with the youth band that will be here Saturday afternoon, and following that, the community band. And I was thinking about the youth band there. What were the ages again that you have for this? Are these high school age, junior high?
No, these are junior high. They're
Okay.
middle school. They anybody who's just finished 5th grade or their first year of playing.
Okay.
And then until they would be going into 8th grade. So the last year they could do it is in 7th grade.
Sounds like they know what's going. If you have one practice and you're going to keep all 10, it sounds like people.
Yeah,
now,
one
they
practice
don't
per
get the
week.
music ahead before that. They see it when they walk in. Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then we practice every Monday for 7. We just had our 7th rehearsal, so so we're
Must
now
be
getting
going
ready
good then,
for
huh?
the
You're
final
excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, some other people in other counties, I guess, they see this and they go, I'd like my son or daughter to be in that too, and no problem.
Yeah, I usually send registration forms to most people that I know.
Yeah.
And then by word of mouth, other people get it and they want to know if they can join. And it's like anybody can join.
Is the 57 this year up, down, average, where we are?
It's a little bit up this time. Yeah, it's a little bit up.
Any reason you think, or just some years you're up, some years you're not up?
Yeah, it's like most of the time we're around 60. So I guess and
Okay,
57
you're
is
there.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're there.
Let's turn to the community band, one of my favorites.
I know you're a great follower.
Well, I love the community band. I just had an occasion a month or so ago to hear you guys do a big concert out at Fairfield Christian Church. Fabulous work on you guys' part. My goodness, that was like a 250 kind of rah-rah for the country, and it was perfect. The music you hit just right. And I'll just say, over the years, been with them a while, and I always enjoy them, but the level of music you folks are playing and the quality that you play it with are pretty amazing.
Yeah, we've tried to step up the level a little bit. Yeah.
It's impressive what you do. I mean, again, it's a community band, and they're worth everything we pay them. We know that, they
Right.
do that, but golly, how many years now have you guys been doing this, 20?
30.
30 years.
Yeah.
Would you do it like when you were in high school? I mean, is that when you started directing? Or?
Oh, yeah, right. No.
30 years. Was this just a dream you had? You're like, this is what this community needs?
I've always thought that would be, something nice. And it's like I kind of worked into a smaller community band thing, and then it just kept growing. And then eventually I got it, and then it just kind of goes on its own.
Yeah.
Which it works well.
What other concerts you have coming up here is after you get out of the festival? What's next for the band?
Well, for the band, what we have left is our August Rising Park concert. We usually do a Rising Park concert, and that's in memory of Matt Haben. We usually give out a music scholarship.
What a guy.
Yeah. And then we have another Rising Park concert at the end of September. And then we move on into getting ready for Christmas.
And before you know it, you're there.
Yep.
Well, it's, again, so the dates and the times are this Saturday. At what time for the youth band and the community band?
10 o'clock for the youth band and 11 o'clock for the community band. And actually, this time, while we're getting set up from one group to the next so that there's not a gap in there, my trombone section is going to come up with
trombones.
some
Oh,
music.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, that's...
Yep. I have 11 of them. We're going to put them to work. So yes. So I've got Paul Young creating the quartets for them. So
even with him, it'll be a challenge. I get that, but that'd be fun transition time right there.
Oh, yes.
Trombone holiday. I can hear it.
I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to do.
That'd be great. So good luck on Saturday. Enjoy the Lancaster
Thank
Festival.
you.
I hope you get a chance to see some of the things.
Thank you. I hope so.
One of the highlights is Saturday with all the things you've got going on with the youth and community band. Thanks for taking a busy schedule and coming over to see us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Judy Rare with the Lancaster Festival this year with the youth band and the community band. This is Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival. We'll be right back.
Buckeye Lake Marina is a full-service marina offering new and used boats for sale. Brands like Bennington, Crown Line, South Bay, and Chaparral. They also do boat service, canvas repair and custom boat covers, and they sell ethanol-free recreational fuel. Located in Millersport at 2920 Canal Drive, 740-467-2697. Online at BuckeyeLakeMarina.com.
The Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities is proud to support the Lancaster Festival as it celebrates the creativity, talent, and spirit of our community. This month, there are countless opportunities to join in on the fun and connect with neighbors at events across Fairfield County. Be sure to visit Fairfield DD's social enterprises, Art and Clay on Main, and Square 7 Coffee House in downtown Lancaster, where you can unleash your creativity or enjoy a refreshing drink. We look forward to seeing you at the festival and celebrating together.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by the Walker Shoe Center. They're founded in 1836. Walker Shoe Center is a family-owned shoe store specializing in making happy, well-fitted feet. At Walker's, all your foot needs are met with a wide variety of high-quality work, dress, casual, athletic, and orthopedic footwear with a large selection of hard-to-find sizes and widths. Every shoe fit experience at Walker Shoe Center is unique. So check them out at walkershoecenter.com. So let's take a look here. This afternoon, there's a cafe concert tango. That'll take place at Shear Chalet at 4 o'clock. At 5:30, it's the Happy Hour Music Series at the Ale House 1890. Let's move to tomorrow. Major Arts for Minors. That's an actor's toolbox with the Lancaster Playhouse at the Decorative Arts Center of Ohio. That starts at 10 a.m. That workshop is for ages 9 through 12. At 10, it's the Children's Corner, Madcap Puppets, Monkey See, Monkey Do. And they'll be at the downtown stage right behind us here. Then at noon, check out Second Gear, featuring classic rock and pop tunes. You can grab some lunch and head on to the Zane Square for that concert. So thanks for watching. Remember, you can watch all of our programs right here on Spectrum Channel 1021 or the CLN Your Hometown Connection YouTube channel, or by going to IVP Media Facebook page. Join us again tomorrow, Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival.
Fairfield Federal, in cooperation with IVP Media, presents Fairfield Today at the Lancaster Festival. Also brought to you by the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield DD, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Buckeye Automotive Family, Walker Shoe Center, and Buckeye Lake Marina.